Hey, internet. So yeah, my broadcast just stopped again for like the second time in a row. Where I didn't manually end it after a long like session or longish session, so I'm just gonna go until the end of this chapter. Uh, Not like chapter, but like this story section that we're on with Bahamut, and then I think I'm good for the rest of the night. I could just get some much needed, much earned sleep. But yeah, I've just got past this boss here, the whatever the F that was. Well, I guess it's not there anymore. But the thing that came down, the green monster after the crystal, or like whatever. As we're going up the thing, and then like that happened. So I'm just gonna do the rest of this, and then we'll see what happens, and then we're gonna end the stream so it doesn't effing crap out in the middle of like some important story stuff. I'll wait until we're back at like the hiding way or whatever hiding way. The effing like I'll wait until we're back at the hideaway and then I'll end it. And I'll pick up there tomorrow, or rather, well, it's past midnight, so later today. But yeah, man, I'm just annoyed that my stream keeps crapping out. So it's like you know what, I'm just done. Like I share button that because it crapped out before I beat the boss, so I share button the end of that, and that'll be its own thing. That's gonna be its own part. That fight. I don't care. I'm gonna clip it out. Well, not clip it out because I already share buttoned it, but you know. So that's gonna be a thing. And then this part, and then here we're just gonna go through and hopefully finish this chapter or whatever current story beats. Um, And yeah, that's the plan. And then get back to Hideaway, and then I'm gonna save, and then I'm done. And then till next time. So let's do that. I'm gonna mute myself. Let's continue.
We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Is someone there?
Mother,
It's you.
what happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him. We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted a tenth of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua, my darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak! Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
Finish him! Don't do this! No! Brother! I'll come back for you. Your Highness, stop this! Please think of your people!
The Founder.
It's now or never, Joshua. If you're sure.
All right. I just gotta say, how do you top that? How how do you top that, dude? That is like the epitome of epicness in an effing boss fight. That was effing awesome and fantastic. I effing loved it. That was just chef's kiss. Mwah. Just yeah, yeah, man. That was great. That was wow. That was wow. I words hard to find the words for it because of what that was, man. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put my mute on and let's continue.
What now?
This is drinking the ether.
We have to stop him. You have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power. If we become one,
It's really enough.
we can do it, Clive. We can. We will. Together. Are you ready?
Ready! How can we hope to match such power?
By trusting in our own. Joshua! This ends now! Dion! Joshua!
Clive!
My brother.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
This is for my father! It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave.
No. Wait. I owe him a debt.
Fine.
You there.
Tell me what section. Little as you. Don't reinforce the walls. This is our situation. Report, Captain. It could be fires of spread.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait.
Don't, Daddy, man, go!
Your Radiance.
And I want you to find out after Dalmec's movements.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the Master loses her power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your Emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mother Crystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Mother.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty. Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew, and so we bid you. Find Muthos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form, you ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
I'm actually kind of curious, like, how much damage Mega Flare does. Especially since you basically can't get hit while you're casting it because it cancels the spell. Oh my gosh, dude. It's pretty effing wild. Yeah, so it's like you can move, but you probably can't, like, dodge, so you're quite not mobile or as mobile, Yeah, we'll see, right? But, man, that was so, like, unsatisfying how the mom died. She killed herself. It's like, oh, come on, I was really hoping she would, like, get it worse than that. Nope. Also curious if Dion is still alive. I guess we can check on the glossary or whatever. Because he lost his powers just like Kupka did, or Titan. Because Clive absorbed them as well. So yeah. Also the whole. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess we finally saw how Ultima was manipulating everybody. He just basically came to them in the form of someone and just like manipulated them into doing stuff. I guess, even though like Odin was like super sexual, it was like I guess I don't know. It just kind of implied that. I mean, that's the thing. It was like super weird though, because then like the mom showed up and it's like, wait, what? So it's like I don't know if like maybe well, yeah, like with the exception of like the mom at the end, unless it was, because that's definitely weird. And then we saw how effing the Emperor died. That was pretty wild. Oh yeah, and then like how like what happened to Bahamut, like why it went that primal, whatever it's called, when they like go super primal or whatever, or not primal, super prime, or like whatever. There's a word for it. What happened to Garuda when she got like super crazy, and we had to put her down. But that's what happened, which explains why Bahamut was just like so over 9,000 in space. Dude, that fight was awesome though. Like the space fight with Bahamut, man, that was. It's like, dude, the first part of that fight when you're Phoenix and Ifrit against Bahamut, that was just awesome. And I was like, dude, how can you top this? That was effing like epic and awesome and just like everything you want in a video game. And then it gets better. It's like what? It's like this moment I just had in this game was just like easily top 5, top 10. Cannot be touched. And then it gives you one that's even better, and you're just like, what? It just space battle with Bahamut as like Ifrit and Phoenix fused into one effing being. They did the fusion dance and just this game is just so good, so effing good. But what's up with the whole Primogenesis thing? Like, what's that? So like yeah, now I'm just like curious, like what is like Ultima's like end goal or whatever, or like their motivation, because they're still at the helm as far as like gotta play on stuff happening. And you keep saying like Clive is the vessel, so it's like, is that the plan, is just to like have Clive get super powerful with like the Ifrit and like other summon powers and get super boosted, and then just like take over his body or like manipulate him like he's been manipulating everybody else? Guess we'll find out. But man, that entire last chapter when like we went to flipping the Dragoon City. I don't the name of it is like there's I don't know the name, but like the Dragoon City and fought Bahamut and all that stuff. That was awesome. That was fantastic. And then when like Dion did get the spear in at the end when he threw his lance at the demon spawn. I mean, I guess, dude, it was like, yeah, because like they just evaporated. There wasn't a body, so it's like, okay, was like, yeah, what's up with that, man? Like, it was like the mom. How's that work? Like why did he just like fade into like whatever ether or whatever, as opposed to just like dropping dead from his corporeal form? But man, that was just like, man, that's like, no, yeah, that entire chapter was just awesome. I mean, there was a slow build up, dude, because like we had to help effing Mid with the ship. That sucked. I was like, dude, this is effing slow. This is dragging. What the f? Then we had to go and like effing sneak in, and that was like towards the end of like, dude, we gotta find the pass or our like effing travel pass, and it's like, dude, like, can we please just like get to the like action, like please. So it was like, yeah, there's a nice dip in the intensity, but it effing like it's like, yeah, it went like over 9,000, dude. So it's like it paid off, or it like balanced out, because it was like, dude, this I did not appreciate the whole midsection or like the mid the part with Mid building the ship, like that was just that almost took me out of it, man. I was like, dude, this is taking a long time. There's a lot of steps here. Nothing's happening, and then she just leaves, and it's like, what? Go F yourself. And then we have to go and sneak into the flippin' Dragoon City, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, we can't. We left it to super Bumble or super yeah, whoever. Super Derpy. I'm gonna lose our passes, and then yeah, that's the whole thing. I can finish my mute out, and let's see what's next. I'm probably gonna end the stream at some point here soon, because this is a good stopping point, I think, because I've got a lot of side stuff built up I can go back and do. And man, that was just that's such a high note to end on. It's like you can't top that. That was just that space battle, dude. I want to say something about Final Fantasy 14, because there's a part. I'm not gonna say what specific part because I don't want to spoil it, but like, man, that reminded me of something in Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, ah, and I was like, man, Yoshi FMP finally gets his due, because this is just, yes, it's like, if you liked 14, play F and 16, because I mean, it's like it's like apples and oranges, but it's like, a lot of the combat stuff is in there, because like you can move out of the way from like a lot of the AoEs when it's like charge attacks. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. I mean, there are aspects that like you could be better and stuff, but it's like, dude, ultimately it's like, you know, the hard actiony turn it's paying off, man. It's like a lot of epic moments like that, like well, at least with the primal fights or the icon fights. But yeah, all right, let's continue. I'm gonna turn my mute on, and let's go from there.
Tell you won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otto has to say.
All right, there's a lot of new stuff flooding in the top right notices. Let me see who's in our party right now. Okay, I was about to say, if we've got Jill with us, we're good. No, I'm like, is her name Jill, right? Jill, Alice. I'm like, Jill, Alice, whatever her name is. Oh, why is my brain like this? Oh yeah, actually, oh yeah, let's look at the Bahamut skill tree. Heck yeah. Alright, then like I said, there's obviously going to be like one here because it's mirroring this side. And so I'd say there's two more. There's got to be two more. I feel like I'm right on that, on like calling it early, but like, obviously it's going to be like effing Odin, because we're going to take down Odin, and then, well, and even if we don't, okay, I'm wrong, big whoop. But water's going to be, I mean, that's the thing though, is like there's no like, I mean, we'll see. But like, how could water not be Leviathan? I'm still in Leviathan train, dude. It's like, it's got to be Leviathan. Like, there's no. I'd have to ask somebody else that's like, played a bunch of these, but I'm pretty sure like there's not a bunch of other water summons that are not Leviathan. And it's like, well, Odin's in the game, so it's like, well, I don't know why they wouldn't give us Odin's powers. Multiple spheres of light that, upon striking an enemy, deal continuous damage. Bind to the spot. They bind the enemies as well. Oh. Fire breath, dude. Bahamut seems kind of OP, but then it's like, I think that one not so much, because you're limited on your range. Light aspected flame that deals continuous damage. Yeah, and you have to aim it. Oh, push or pull enemies. Breathe range. Circle pull enemies with a single breath. Well, looking at those ones, so, yeah, it's like I didn't even upgrade like the Titan one, dude. So I don't know. I kind of want to like forget everything and then just like like put it on auto and see what it gives me, but I don't know. I think that the way I've got it now is just I'm so used to it from having played it for like the entirety of the game like this, but I don't want to mess with my skills right now. Satellite. Giga Flare. I love how it shows like right there. It shows the flipping like, you know, you getting the attack off, but then it's like, I bet it's like 9 out of 10 times you get hit and you lose the spell, and you don't even get it. It's like, oh man, this would probably be good, really really good for stagger. It's got 5 stars. But then it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like you could probably use it in stagger, but like by the time it's charged, you lose the stagger. So it's like actually not so much. So it's like, yeah, like it's you lose all the DPS because you're charging the attack. So it's like, boom. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna put anything in the Bahamas just because it just the sphere thingy is like useful. It seems like. I mean, yeah, I could probably like swap it for Ramu, because this attack on Ramu gets me hit. Which one is it? Thunderstorm. I think it's Thunderstorm. It's either Blind Justice, but like I'll be in like the animation for it, and then like I can't dodge, so it's like it is getting me effed sometimes. But I don't know. I just don't really like. I look at this one and I'm like, that's not really an attack I would want to throw in with the rest of my attacks. So then it's only like half useful. Then it's like satellite. I don't know. That's why I have all these ability points. I'm like so indecisive. And this is kind of what I do when I have a game that's like got skill trees in it. It's like I'll just pick what works for me and then like not really bother with the rest of it because it's like, well, if I got this far without it, I don't need it. So no point putting points into it. So whatever. Didn't I get like a weapon or something? I feel like I got like a drop or something. Maybe no. I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't indeed. Alright, well, we've got a bunch of stuff to check out. Because there's, like, all the stuff that in the top right popped up. I guess if... Oh, I can't fast travel. Oh no, we're stuck. That's not good. So we probably have to, like, resolve this maybe until we can, like, go back to the... Actually, I don't know. I don't know when the fast travel opens back up, but we've got side quests to do that I can't get to, so that's fun. So I'm stuck in Hideaway. Well, I guess I will progress it to where I can actually leave then, because I don't want to load up next time and be like, alright, well, I'm stuck at Hideaway. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about any of the, let's just worry about the red stuff. Let's not worry about the green or the blue. Just try to get to, like, where we can leave. And then I'll pick up there next time, because, yeah. Speaking of picking up, let me effing save my game, so it doesn't just... That would be depressing, wouldn't it? Man, that was awesome. That was just, man. I was playing that and I was like, dude, this is... I can just, like... You can just, like, feel the money coming off the screen of, like, the development costs. Like, how expensive this was to make. It's like, plug it, you're just like, you know what, this is worth $70. Yep. Okay, maybe not worth, but, like, like, I would, This is definitely an example of a $70. Okay, yeah, Jill.
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
Yeah, dude, effing one more mother crystal and that's it. So maybe...
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
So maybe the game's gonna fast track us to the final crystal, maybe? I don't know. Let's go talk to Otto. I'm gonna mute myself and then just play now.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy silks stained red.
Also, it was super satisfying to finally reunite with Joshua after, like, I was like, dude, I hope he doesn't die before we get to, like, have some sort of, like, reconciliation or something. Then we got a team up thingy. That was cool. And I was like, oh man. I was like, I hope they don't kill the brother in this scene. I hope they don't kill him in the Bahamut fight. And now, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. But that was pretty cool. Finally getting to reunite with your brother after 13 years, 18 years, or whatever. Time skips back and forward, yeah. Alright, let's continue with the thingy thing.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I'm gonna come back to Vivian last, just in case she has a thingy to show us of like what's going on in the realm.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say. Clive, we have a problem. Only one? That would be a first. It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can. Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Alright, looks like we can fast travel again, which means I think I'm done. I am hungry. I am sleepy. I don't even know what to say as far as like just from playing that last chapter and just floored, I guess, because man, that was just awesome. Ugh, but yeah, I got a bunch of green side quests to do, a bunch of others. Oh, I wonder if there's any new marks. There probably are. Yeah, there's a yellow dot in the circle, which means there's new stuff. So this is where I'll pick up next time. I'm just gonna go. I guess I could save it here. Like, you know, because I've got all this stuff. Well, that's not. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that much because there's just like this one here, that one there, and then there's just like a couple at like the other places. So it's not that bad as far as side quests that aren't done yet. So then there's the there's various monster things, but then that one. It's like level 45, right? So I'm still underleveled for that one, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I feel like I should at least try the other abilities, but I don't know. It feels like, yeah, you know what? Next time I will do that. I will just reset everything and then put it on recommended to see like what it gives me as far as like recommendations. But then like, you have to equip them, right? So it's like, how would I know if I've got the right ones equipped, you know? So I'm just like, how will that work if I do that? I guess we'll find out. But, yeah. Reunited with Joshua, and took down Bahamut. Now Odin's up. Yeah, one more Mother Crystal. One more Mother Crystal, indeed. But it also seems like getting rid of the crystals effed up all the Etheorite and flow of magic that makes the world function. So whoopsie on that one. But yeah, I guess we'll figure out how to fix it, or, you know, see how it gets better next time, if it does get better. Because maybe it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just end it here. I'm gonna go get some sleep because I've not been getting a lot of sleep lately, so that is that for now. I'll be playing more of this later, for sure. I think, I don't know, it's like I kind of want to keep focusing on the story missions, but then I want to get all the stuff that I've got as far as side quests currently knocked out, and I'll focus on story again, or the main story quest. So I think I'll do that next time. Let's just start with the side stuff, and then focus on the story quest stuff until I get more side stuff, and just keep cycling between the two. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it here. So that's it for now. Hopefully next time I stream, I don't have like issues where it just, yeah, my like broadcast just stops. that happened twice. That was great, except it wasn't. So yeah. Until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I am now signing off. Final Fantasy 16, so good so far. Or like, yeah, really enjoying it so far. I mean, I do have some qualms about the, you know, combat system. Even though you have a party, you know, it's like you don't really have like a lot of direct control of the party members. There's plenty of critiques to go around. I will say that, but like, as far as like spectacle and like experiences, fantastic and amazing. Just loving it. But so we're gonna pick up from where we're at next time and see what happens with all the crazy blight that's just creeping into the world. See how that goes. But yeah, man, that Bahamut chapter, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. I just can't stop thinking about it. It was so good. I'm glad they're stage select and you can just like replay stuff like that. But man, that was effing fun. But yeah, like I said, that's in the stream. So until you see me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.